What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ed0626 bringing you some bot lobby action on Star Wars Battlefront, and I have a very special upload today if you haven't checked by the title. Once again, the Edge and Oreo show, or the Edge and Brightlight show, because you go by a different name, David. Yep, so we're back once again. So, my bad, did I really just steal your thunder?
No.
Alright, well.
I kind of stole my own thunder. But
you kind of stole your own thunder. Alright, well, anyway, you're all probably wondering, you know, what's up with this? Why are we back all of a sudden? Well, there's been a lot of, you know, news with Call of Duty and stuff, and I figured I'd contact David here and see what he thought about it. So, David, my question for you is, since I know you're a big MLG guy, and if you haven't seen his videos on YouTube, you probably should. The guy's a fucking beast.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, how do you think multiplayer, or not multiplayer, MLG will transition, given that the jumping CODs kind of made everything a lot more fast-paced? So how do you feel? How do you feel about how MLG or like league play and all that type of stuff will work?
Well, I actually have a very big opinion on this. I feel like the MLG scene is actually going to grow a lot. Just because it's going to bring in more players, older players, because every year COD brings in new players, obviously. And it's going to be, the scene's actually going to have a lot of the old players that left because of the jetpacks. Okay. So I feel like there's going to be a new scene, but it's going to be a new divided scene between the old heads basically, and the new players. Honestly, I think it's going to go well, and I feel like, I don't know if you were, well, you were obviously around for Black Ops 2, but I don't know if you were into competitive at all. But if you played Black Ops 2, you probably heard about the competitive scene just because it grew so big that year. And honestly, it was because it was a new fast-paced COD that was also boots on the ground. And Sledgehammer has said that that World War II is going to be a fast-paced boots on the ground COD. So I'm really hoping that it's going to be just like Black Ops 2 in that case. Fast-paced, but also just like hardcore gritty boots on the ground. So yeah, I feel like it'll really flow well with the MLG scene. And yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on it.
Really? So you think it's gonna go a lot better than, so you just think it's gonna be a lot better then, is what you're saying? That's basically the gist I'm getting of it.
It's gonna be a lot better than it is now, because honestly, anybody that's in the scene can tell that the scene is kind of dead right now. Honestly, from my standpoint, every time I try to look for a new team, new players, or honestly just anybody to play with, all of my old friends that play Call of Duty kind of like quit when the jetpack game started. And like nobody wants to, even the people that didn't quit, they don't really want to play this game that often. They just want to get on, do what they have to do, and then get off. So I really feel like with the new game, and the new mechanics, well, not new obviously, but new to a lot of people that haven't played boots on the ground CODs, I feel like it's gonna flow well. There are gonna be a lot of people who are happy with it. So yeah, that's what I think.
And that's good for you, because that's, like I said, your department of the gaming and stuff, so you'd be cool with it either way.
That's very good for me.
See, the way I thought of it, I thought the jetpacks themselves helped the thing because it was a lot more fast-paced action. But if you're telling me it's dead, I was actually a little surprised about it.
Yeah,
that's why I asked, because I thought you'd be worried that like the games would be a lot slower.
No, honestly, because I'm not worried at all, because I seen how Black Ops 2 ended up, and Black Ops 2 was probably the fastest paced boots on the ground COD that we've ever had, and that's why I'm not worried at all. Because here's the thing: it's the same thing with Infinite Warfare. I wasn't worried about the game at all until they just didn't fucking do anything for it and help it at all. But until then, I was actually not worried about it. See, until the game comes out and I see how fast-paced it is, and they could even change it like a month later, because obviously like everything's due to change in COD. Like nothing will ever stay the same. So once it comes out, I feel like it'll catch a lot of people off guard with how fast it is, and it won't be as slow as people think it will be.
Well, that's good to hear. Especially that's good for you, because you're into the whole MLG stuff now. Any plans on going pro soon?
To be announced.
To be announced. Okay, I can understand that.
To be announced.
But sorry. So what do you got for me today?
Well, man, I was just wondering how your channel's been doing. You know, just to say to your channel, what you've been up to. Obviously, I've been watching, but
well, thank you for watching.
A lot of the viewers probably want to know. Yeah. And honestly, just your opinion on the next COD, just like you asked me, but just from a casual player standpoint.
Yeah, I'm a filthy casual, as people like to say. So,
yeah. First
off, the channel's been going okay. You know, things kind of been slowing down lately, which kind of been bumming me out because, you know, you put all this work into stuff and then you don't see the results. So that's kind of been bumming me out, especially with the how do I say, yeah, the whole monetizing thing that's been happening as of late. So yeah, I was making a few cents a video depending on how popular it was, and now I'm making nothing because the 10,000 views is killing me. I know I can get to it, but it's going to take a very, very long time, and that's what bugs me. But
yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I've just been chugging along. Like I always say, I try to keep things as legit as I can because I think that's the right way to do things, and I don't like the way people do stuff on YouTube nowadays, you know, with the lying, the clickbaiting and shit. That, you know, I'm not into that. You know I'm not into that. So
yeah, I know.
I'd rather be an honest person and grind than, you know, be a liar and make all this money and then have to live with myself afterwards, you feel me? But in terms of the next COD, honestly, this is what my opinion is on it. I like halfway through Black Ops 3's lifespan, I quit the game. I even quit the game less than that playing Advanced Warfare. The jumping CODs for me are what killed Call of Duty in my opinion. Now, some people have different opinions of this, and your opinions, whether you agree with me or disagree, that's up to you. I just can't get around, I couldn't get my head around the fact of the randomness that the games brought. I think the games were way too random for my liking, and just really unfun. It was sometimes I play games like Black Ops 3, not Black Ops 3, Black Ops 1. I've tried playing Black Ops 2, but that's hacked as shit. I can't even find a lobby on it. And what else? And maybe a little MW3 here and there. You know, it's just unfun, really. Playing the jumping CODs when you play those CODs, you know. It's like, what the fuck did they do wrong, you know? So that's why, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Now, with World War II, I'm excited, but I'm also incredibly skeptical because Sledgehammer implemented the boost jumping, Sledgehammer implemented pay to win, so that I have an issue with, you know what I mean? It's also the pay to win weapons that bug me as well, because I hate having to grind through a game and get these supply drops that I earned, and I don't get shit. Meanwhile, people who just buy this shit get all the, you know, get all the guns and whatever. Like, I was sick of having a disadvantage. So I'm hoping World War II changes that. And I haven't seen any multiplayer yet, so I'm still skeptical about it. I made a whole video about my opinions of the reveal trailer. Did you watch that? I'm just curious.
Oh, yeah, actually I did.
Were my worries and opinions valid, or that's what I want to know? Because I tried to speak things in like a historical kind of perspective. So because there were some aspects of the campaign I haven't seen.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I'd like to go back on one of your points that you said jetpack CODs killed COD. I don't think it necessarily killed COD, but
well, I mean, not killed COD, but it definitely made it a lot more unfun for people who weren't ready for that type of thing. I mean, I played games with you on Black Ops 3. I don't know if you remember, but I played pubs with you on Black Ops 3, and even then I was having a shit time. and you were doing fantastic. You've had games where you almost had like 100 kills or something one day, I think. But
yeah, I'm kind of not. I'm not proud of how much I played that game. But yeah. Honestly,
you sweat.
like, I'm kind of surprised that you didn't really like Black Ops 3 because I think it's kind of like a shared opinion throughout the community that Black Ops 3 was a good game. At least in my opinion.
To some people, to me, there were a lot of problems with that game. The zombies sucked to me. The multiplayer was meh, and the story was absolute shit. You know. Yeah. So the story was awful to me. So I just the fun factor in that game just like, and I never bought Advanced Warfare for that reason.
From a multiplayer wise.
Oh, multiplayer wise? Well, I was thinking of like entire game standpoint, but either way, it's either way, it's still the same. That guy's glitching through shit, but oh god, I'm shitting on these dudes. You'd be proud of me with this pub stomping I'm playing against bots. But yeah. That's basically my opinion. Once again, there's been no multiplayer reveal yet, so the jury's still out. Maybe if there's an open beta at some point, then that'll get my... If I play that, and I'll make my opinion from there. But I'll tell you this much, World War II, while it's a somewhat of a big focus, it's not my main focus. I'm mostly focused on Star Wars Battlefront 2, and whatever stuff Battlefield 1 has to offer now, in the coming months, because their DLC is coming out soon, their next one. So I want to see what happens with that, even though the game is practically dead, which is a shame, or dying. But yeah, so that's basically my opinion. Even though I do think, and I mentioned this in the prior video also, this year or the next year or so is definitely going to be very big for gaming, in my opinion, because there are so many good releases out that are coming out that a lot of people are going to pay attention to, like Destiny, COD, and of course Star Wars and stuff. So any sports games that anyone's interested in, you know, I'm not to leave you guys out, you know.
Yeah.
So
well, yeah. I didn't know if you know this or not. This is going to be the last thing because this video is getting a little bit long.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you didn't know, there's actually going to be the multiplayer reveal is going to be on the 3rd of this coming up month. So
June.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So it's E3, right? That's E3, right? Or
yeah, it's at E3.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I'm almost positive they actually already announced a beta, and if not, it got leaked. So I know there is a beta coming.
I know there's a private beta, and I'm sure that'll turn into it'll turn into an open beta at some point, because they usually do that type of stuff for pre-orders, which I think right now is a downfall. They had to fuck it up somehow.
And honestly, if they want this game to succeed, they need to make it an open beta, because people just want to test the game. I know a lot of my friends that have been hardcore COD fans for years. They said
and mine too.
Honestly, if they don't like the beta, they're not gonna buy it. And if they can't even play the beta, then they won't buy it.
Well, I can tell you this I'll tell you this right now, and you heard it here first. I'm one of those people. I will be one of those people, because if I don't like it, I don't see a point in buying it. Yeah. But yep. Anyway, I guess that's it for the return of the Edge and Oreo show. I hope we get to do these a lot more often now that we're both off of school. And by the way, congratulations on graduating high school. I know what that felt like. So
thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. I'm proud of you. I really am. So, and good luck to everything you do in the future.
Yeah, you too, man.
Thank you. Anyway, this has been the Edge and Oreo show, and thank you guys for watching. And all of our links will be in the description below, so come check us out.
Yeah, for sure. Peace.
Alright, peace out. Okay guys, really quick, I just wanted to show you this screenshot I took after the game was over. For the record, I did pretty damn well for facing a bunch of bots, because I couldn't have a conversation like me and my homie had, and you know, play real people at the same time. My focus would be all fucked up. So I just played a bunch of bots, and I guess that's the end result. By the way, I did end up being Vader throughout that whole game towards the end as well. So that's a pretty damn good accomplishment for me. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Edge and Oreo show, and like I said in the actual video, be sure to check all of our links down in the description below. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.